Hello and welcome to Fables for Dreaming. Fables for Dreaming is calm, immersive storytelling dedicated to retelling the world's greatest myths, folklore, and legends. Each episode invites you to slow down and listen as tales are carefully reimagined for modern listeners. If you enjoy these episodes, please like and subscribe to our channel. Please note that these episodes are AI generated. This story is drawn from the Hávamál, one of the oldest surviving poems of the Norse world. Preserved within the Poetic Edda, the Hávamál is a collection of verses attributed to Odin himself. It blends quiet counsel for living with a deeper myth of sacrifice and awakening. Among its most enduring passages is the account of Odin's vigil upon the world tree, where he offers himself to himself, endures hunger, solitude, and stillness, and receives the runes, symbols of wisdom, memory, and balance. Odin's quest after the runes is a gentle retelling of that moment, not as a tale of conquest or power, but as a meditation on patience, restraint, and the slow earning of understanding. What follows is not meant to instruct or command, but to settle the mind and to echo the ancient belief that true wisdom arises quietly when one is willing to wait and listen. Tonight, let us wander into an older world, a world shaped by wind, shadow, and deep-rooted trees. It is a place where wisdom is not freely given, but patiently earned, where knowledge rests beneath silence, waiting for one who is willing to endure stillness and sacrifice. This is the tale of Odin, and of the quiet quest that followed his long vigil upon the Tree of the Worlds. Long before the turning of familiar seasons, before the paths of gods and mortals were fully known, Odin sought understanding beyond strength or rule. Though he was already wise, he sensed that greater truths lay hidden beneath the surface of things it bound in symbols and signs older than speech. These were the runes. Subtle, powerful marks that shaped fate itself. And Odin knew that to claim them, he would have to give more than he had ever given before. So he came alone to the great tree that stands at the center of all realms. Its branches reached into the heavens. Its roots vanished into depths, untouched by light. No one could say from where it truly rose, or where it truly ended. The wind moved constantly through its limbs, whispering with the voices of past and future alike. There, Odin bound himself to the tree. He offered himself not to another, but to his own seeking spirit. A spear marked his side, not in violence, but in solemn intent. And for 9 long days and 9 long nights, he hung suspended between earth and sky, neither fully alive nor gone beyond life. There was no food to steady him, no drink to refresh his strength. Hunger passed into emptiness. Emptiness passed into a strange clarity. Below him stretched the deep, dark well of all-knowing. Odin gazed into it, allowing thought to fall away, leaving only awareness. Time slowed. The world grew quiet. On the final night, when even the wind seemed to pause, Odin cried out. Not in pain, but in recognition. In that moment, the runes revealed themselves, not as objects, but as understanding. Shapes formed in the stillness, each carrying meaning, rhythm, and consequence. As he grasped them, the weight of the vigil released its hold, and Odin fell gently away from the tree, returning once more to solid ground. the fall was not an ending. It was a beginning. In the days that followed, Odin rested near the roots of the world. He listened rather than acted. From an ancient source, he learned 9 mighty songs, taught by a being older than gods themselves. These songs were not meant for performance. They were meant for remembrance. They carried the patterns of creation, the rise and settling of all things. Odin drank from a sacred measure of mead, rich with insight. Each drop awakened a deeper layer of perception until thought flowed freely into action, and action into meaning. Wisdom no longer felt distant or heavy. It moved naturally, like breath. Slowly, Odin found that knowledge bore fruit within him. Words followed words with ease, not hurried, not forced. Deeds followed deeds, shaped by understanding rather than impulse. He no longer sought wisdom for its own sake, but to guide balance across the worlds. With care, Odin began to shape the runes for others. He inscribed them not only in stone, but in memory and tradition. The gods received their markings, subtle and bright. The elves were given theirs, light and precise. The dwarves received runes of craft and patience, etched with deep intent. Even the giants, keepers of ancient forces, were granted symbols suited to their vast knowing. At last, Odin turned his thoughts toward humankind. For them, he shaped runes that could be learned slowly, through effort and reflection. These were not meant to command the world, but to understand it, to read, to ask, to give, to receive. Each act balanced against another, like the steady rhythm of night and dawn. Odin taught that wisdom does not grow through excess. It deepens through restraint. To ask for too much is to blur meaning. To give without care is to empty intention. True knowledge moves quietly, choosing the right moment and then resting again. When his work was complete, Odin rose from the deep places of thought and returned to the worlds he watched over. He did not announce his return, nor did the earth tremble beneath his steps. The runes had already begun their work, weaving themselves into speech, memories, and choice. And so the world continued, shaped not by force alone, but by understanding patiently earned. The tree still stands, its roots deep, its branches high, holding the silence where wisdom waits. It is said that even now, in moments of stillness, one might sense the echo of Odin's vigil, a reminder that true knowing comes not through haste, but through quiet endurance. And with that thought, the story settles, like embers dimming into warmth, and the night carries us gently onward into rest.